dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. As always, guys, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, I encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. Now, without further ado, Aquarius, this is your weekly reading. And what do we have? Okay, you have and I don't know if this is the correct word for it or not, but you have blinders. Um, Blinders to help you focus. So it's not so much tunnel vision, right? Where you only see that one way, right? Where you can only see that one way. You're actually like almost like creating it. So I have dogs, obviously, as you guys know, and Xena, my female, is a Belgian Malinois. She's a full breed, or pure breed, I should say. But she needs guidance when we're outside. She is a very protective dog. So they actually, I was actually looking into these at one point where they sell these things that you put like on their eyes so that they can only see forward and they're not getting easily distracted by the things on the right and left of them, right? They can only see so far ahead, or only straight forward. And it's almost kind of like that's the energy that you're being asked to like embrace. Don't allow yourself to get distracted by what this person's doing, that person's doing, what's happening here, what's happening there. You need to stay focused on your goals. You need to stay focused on you. You have put in a lot of work towards something, and it's almost like, why will you jeopardize the amount of work and time and effort that you put into something for a temporary distraction, right? So this can be very simple. And again, guys, these are just examples because these are general readings, right? So it's like you've been working out, you've been, eating clean and doing all of this stuff and this and this and that. And it's like, the holidays are coming, right? And, there's an average amount of weight or whatever that people put on during the holidays. And it's like, I get that the holidays are coming and you may be celebrating and things like that, but you don't have to allow yourself, or you don't have to tell yourself that just because the holidays are coming, you're not going to stay on track with your fitness goals or whatever it is, right? So it's kind of like that type of energy. Like you have to be very diligent this week to stay on track. Because it's almost like, well, I've come this far, I can just slack off. And it's not about taking breaks. It's not, I'm telling you not to take breaks, excuse me, because I feel all right, okay. It's not about taking those moments of rest or anything like that. That's not what I'm talking about. It's about getting back on track. So there is a sense here that if you give yourself freedom within a situation, right, whether that's with your workouts, whether that's with work or a hobby or whatever it is, if you don't give yourself like a deadline of how much time you're going to take off from something, it can turn into months or years before you get back on track. So it's almost like plan for your cheat meals, if that's what you want to call them. Plan for your downtime. Plan for like, there is a huge thing here of planning when it comes to you, so that you don't have to then restart something. So like, for instance, let's put it this way: if you're on social media and you're like more of like an influencer, right? Like people are following you and this and this and that, but you need a break, you need a week for yourself, you need to get away or whatever. Like it is okay for you to take that week, but when you feel recharged, when you feel good, then come back and continue on doing what you're doing. So it's like about not prolonging the breaks and things so that you're able to jump back in where you left things instead of then having to restart something. Um, and it's almost kind of like this reminder, more frequent shorter breaks are better than longer breaks when it comes to certain areas. So needing to identify where you need those long breaks and needing to apply them in those areas. But there's a lot of areas in your life where shorter breaks work better for you. And you may find a newfound balance when you take shorter breaks. So let's go ahead and let's pull out 3 tarot cards. We actually have more than 3, but I'm going to take them. So we have the 2 of coins with the Ace of coins, and they're both in the reverse. So there is a sense here of like you're almost, I want to say some of you are afraid to take a break from something or afraid of turning away from something for like a split second because of fear of how long something is going to take to get back to. For some of you, this pause or this break from something is almost as like like you can't avoid it, right? So like if you need surgery and it's like something that you need now and it's going to interfere with, you know, driving or this and this and that, it's like it's something that is not avoidable, but it's almost like set a goal as to when you're going to get back on something or get back to something. We have the Hierophant with the 9 of Swords, and then we have the Hermit in the reverse. So there is a sense here of like you get to call the shots, right? When you decide to take a break from something, or when you decide to take a pause, it is because first of all you felt like you needed it, you felt like your spirit needed it, or physically you needed it, or whatever it was. But that doesn't mean that you have to stay away from something, and that doesn't mean that you cannot come back and do something a little different or tweak something. This can also be an energy of somebody wanting to change certain or tweak certain things, and maybe you're afraid that the way you want to switch things around is not going to be accepted, or people are having a hard time because you're constantly changing things. But it's like you have to find what works for you. And once you find it, and once it feels balanced, and once it feels right, then you're able to be more productive. So maybe that is the break that you need, is to get yourself a little bit more organized, so that then you don't feel like you're all over the place, or you don't feel like you're always catching up on things. So let's go ahead and let's pull out an oracle card. Now this can be confirmation to the reading. This can be your advice or something that you're not seeing clearly that you need to be made aware of. One card. We have a transformation, number 39. Like 1,000 storms held in hands soft against the winds, there is change arising from deep within. So again, whatever this pause or this break is that you're needing to take, it is happening because of some type of transformation, whether it's spiritually, whether it's physically, or whatever it is. So don't rob yourself of this opportunity. But also, like, once you're done and you're feeling like yourself again, then jump back into stuff, right? Don't fall prey to that energy of like, I'll get to it next week, I'll get to it next week. That's kind of like the message for you. Like, deal with whatever it is that you have to deal with. Take the break from whatever you have to take it from, so that you can feel refreshed, so you can allow this transformation to occur and then get back to it. Well, guys, that is all that I have for you for this week. As always, thank you for your love and support. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Mwah. Love you all. Bye-bye.